Hey love bumps, it's Tanyabeautiful here and welcome back to my channel. So as you guys know, it is the month of October and it is definitely spooky season. Certain things that I do talk about when it comes to paranormal experience, sometimes I end up experiencing them again due to me talking about it. But I figured why not start off with a story time about one of my paranormal experiences. Now this particular story time is going to consist of maybe 3 different times or periods in my life, different ages in my life, one house, and multiple paranormal experiences. Okay, so if you guys are interested in hearing about my spooky experience with the dead, stay tuned. But before we get into this video, I would like you guys to click that subscribe button down below. That will help me so much, you guys, and click that notification bell. Okay, so you guys, at this point I seen something flash in my room, and this is why I don't like telling these stories, because I get an overwhelming feeling. Now let me hydrate a little bit first before because think about this damn story got me hot. So basically I was on vacation, and this is the first time that I experienced anything in this house. So I went on vacation, and I'm not going to mention where, and I'm not going to mention who, because I don't want to mention any names. I don't want anybody's name to be called. I don't want anybody's house to be mentioned or anything like that. But I'm going to talk about my experience because this was my experience, and can't nobody be mad, sweetheart. So we're going to talk about it. So at this time, I probably was about maybe 10, 11, something like that. Probably. I was young. And I was vacationing in this house, and I had a family member with me, and she and I were very young. And every day I would get up and for some reason around 3 o'clock go and sit next to this window in this particular house. Now, every time I sat at this window, I would just sit there and talk and talk and talk and talk to this window. And it was like, girl, are you crazy? But I'm like, no, I'm not crazy. I just used to just sit at the window and just talk to myself. But it never felt like I was by myself, if that makes sense. Okay? So I would do this almost every day. And every time I sat there, I just got this eerie feeling. It felt like I wasn't by myself. It felt like I should be saying hi to somebody. Like, if you are from the Caribbean, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Duppy give you an eerie feeling. Duppy, Jumbi, ghost, spirit, whatever y'all want to call it, okay? It gives you an eerie feeling. It gives you a funny feeling. You know something is there. So I would just talk there, but I never really noticed the feeling until I got older. But now I know what to call it because I've experienced it multiple times. A little fun fact about me: I can see spirits, I can sense them, and I can also, I don't want to say channel them, but I could feel them when they're around. And they also communicate with me through my dreams a lot of the times. And I don't have to know them personally. They could be family members. They could be just a house that I'm living in. And it could be a stranger. But they could communicate with me through my dreams, okay? People may think I'm weird, but bitch, I don't care. I can't control it. Bitch, call me a medium. But seriously, no, seriously, I can see them, and they can communicate with me through my dreams, okay? So as a little girl, I didn't really notice what that was about. And one day I went to go back to the window, and there was a piece of jewelry there, thinking it was someone else's own in the house. And I took it to the person in the house, and I asked them if this was theirs. And as I opened my hand, the earring kind of tumbled and then like literally disappeared. I didn't hear it drop. I didn't hear a ping. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear shit. You guys, the earring dropped and disappeared. A bitch was on the floor looking for this goddamn like earring. Where are you? It was nowhere to be found. The person that I gave it to, or I was trying to give it to, was just like, leave it. Like, she knew, you know, what it was. Like, she knew what's good. Like, she knew what's up. But she wasn't trying to probably scare me. So when I came back to the States and I told my family up here they told me that it's a possibility that it could have been a dead family member who was trying to communicate with me, and maybe they put that piece of jewelry there as a, you know, way of protectance. Because sometimes people can, listen, it may sound crazy to y'all, but if you're from the Caribbean, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Leave a comment down below if you know what I'm speaking about. But the jewelry, they feel, was left there for my protection, or to protect me, right? So that was done, came back home, went back to school, all that other stuff. 2 years later, and now I have more sense, you know what I'm saying? I'm not so much in denial, not so much naive, because, you know, I get paranormal dreams. I get these feelings, and I also get that feeling of like I'm being held down in my sleep a lot of the time. So I know what it is. I know what it is. I know I'm not crazy, you guys. So the second time I go back to this house, back on vacation, once again, I am with my cousin, and we are just having fun, laughing and talking and just being all extra. Now, there was a window in my bedroom that I was sleeping in, and we had it wide open. Now, in the islands, y'all know, y'all can't keep no window open past a certain time, and y'all cannot be on the streets past a certain time because duppy roaming, jumbi rolling, spirit, all that, whatever you call it, ghost, whatever you call it, they're roaming the streets, honey. You don't stay outside. This is our time to roam the streets. Y'all outside all day, we outside all night in the dark. So I had the window open. She fell asleep. I didn't even notice that she fell asleep. I was talking to her. She fell asleep on me, and I'm just like laying there, you know, looking up in the ceiling, like, you know, I can't wait to get back home, because every time I go on vacation, after a couple weeks, I kind of become homesick, and I'm ready to go back home, and like I just want to be home, you know. I have my brother at the time who was little. I was thinking about going back home, and I am laying there on my back, and I have my hands like this on my blanket, because you know when you're little, you're like, I can't wait to go home. I just, you know, I want to go home. And I look to my, what is this? My left. I look to my left because that's where the window was. I look to my left as I'm laying down, and I'm like this, and I'm like, close the window. Close the window. Close it now, please. It was a man standing there with a hat on, and his head down like this, and the hat, it down in his face like a baseball cap. And I, of course, yes, I'm young, but I know that that's not normal, because for one, the window is high. That part of the house is high. In order for you to reach that window, you would have to be as tall as a palm tree, or maybe half the size of a palm tree. Ain't nobody that tall, honey. How you reaching my window? How you reaching my window? How are you reaching my window? I, you know, elbowed my cousin like, girl, close the window, and I didn't want to tell her what's up, because I was like, if I tell her what's up, then she's not going to want to close it, and then I'm just going to get more scared, and then we're both going to be scared, and it's not good to have two people panicking at the same time. So I'm like, shorty, close the window. You know, I'll tell you tomorrow, just close the window. And she's in her sleep, so she wakes up with her eyes closed and then shuts the window or whatever. Secondly, I know this man was not real. It's because he was see-through. Like, I could see through the hat. It's like a figure that I can see through what the person. So who you know see-throughs? I've experienced a lot of different moments, but in this house in particular, it was the craziest one. So now getting to the third and final time that I went to this person's house, and I will never go back ever again. Here's how the story begins, okay? So basically the person was here on vacation. I went back with the person, okay, to the islands on vacation now. Now that person was on vacation, now I'm on vacation. There was a neighbor who used to give us money, well, me and a younger family member of mine money to go to the store and buy snacks and anything that we wanted to buy. So basically I would take the money and go buy snacks, yes, but then I would also buy top-ups for my phone to call my mom because, you know, sometimes I was homesick and sometimes I wanted to keep her updated on stuff that was going on. And there was something that the person that she sent me to the islands with that she said that I didn't like about my brother. So I ended up feeling like, okay, I don't want this vacation anymore. I stick with my family. You're not gonna say nothing about them, point blank period. I was ready to go home. And the problem started because, you know, the person wanted the change that I was going to the store with, and I didn't give the person the change because I bought a top-up for my phone. Maybe I should have said something, but you know, I didn't think it was a big deal because it wasn't your money. But anyways, I got the top-up on my phone and I called my mom and I let my mom know what this person said about my brother, and I let my mom know that I was ready to come home. I'm tired of this. I'm cleaning, I'm working, I'm doing all these extra shit that I'm not supposed to even be doing. When you're on vacation, you're on vacation. Okay, nobody sends their child to you for you to work them. Let's just say this particular person, okay, whose house it belongs to, okay, was not the type of person that people like to mess with. I called my mom, let my mom know, like, listen, this is not what's good. I didn't talk like that, but I was like, listen, I'm ready to go home. I don't like what this person is saying about my brother. I don't like what this person is saying about you. I just want to go home. I want to go home, okay? So the person overheard me speaking to my mom in the backyard, and they let me know, like, I heard you, bitch. I heard what you said. I'm like, I know. And let's just say whatever was in the house was not feeling her energy towards me. So whatever was in the house was after me too, bitch. It was after me too. First things first, I would go into the kitchen and I would feel like there's somebody watching me by the kitchen, okay? No lie, I promise you guys, this is a serious story. This is a real story. I ain't playing, okay? This shit had me traumatized for years. This is the first time I'm talking about it to anybody else other than my mother, okay? I would feel like I'm being watched by the window. Then I would go into the living room and I would feel like I'm being watched by the door because the door was like a glass door. You know, the square glasses in the door, okay? So, bitch, I'm sitting in the living room, you know, watching TV and stuff like that. And then, you know, that window that I used to talk to, okay, now that window is becoming spooky. Now the door is spooky. Now I'm watching TV and I keep looking behind me and I feel like there's something there. And I'm just like, okay, you know what, bitch? Okay, I'm going to bed. It's my bedtime. It's my bedtime. I get to the other room because at this point I don't have the same room that I had before. I had a different room. And I go to the bedroom to go sleep or whatever. And the window, it feels like somebody's by the window. I'm hearing like tussling through the bushes, tussling through the grass. And I know how lizards sound. I know how animals sound. That sound like somebody was walking and crunching on leaves, bitch. Bitch. I was scared. I didn't even get up to go pee. I held that shit all night long. So then I'm there and this is like maybe, I'll say 2 days after the person heard me on the phone with my mom. I got up to go get some water and then I went back to bed. And when I fell asleep, I saw a man in that person's hallway. A man in the hallway light a couple matches, and then once the last match lit in my face, the man just came and ambushed me, like just boom, like pushed past me, like he was trying to tell me, get out. You ain't supposed to be here. Get out. And I got a cross on me today. I rebuke any bad spirits in the name of Jesus. Do not come and attack me. This is my video. He pushed me in the dream, okay? And I jumped up out of my sleep. And when I jumped up out of my sleep, it was morning time, basically. And this person was getting ready to go to work. I was in the house pretty much by myself until another person came home or whatever. And I just always felt like I was not by myself. Now, this was the day where I knew, okay? This was the day that I knew these spirits had me fucked up and I was back in America. I got a flight. One day, the person is getting ready to go to work and I'm in the bedroom. I close my eyes and I fall asleep. So I went to sleep in another bedroom. So now this bedroom, I'm laying down. I'm sleeping and you guys, no lie, as I'm sleeping, I get sleep paralysis. Now, if you guys don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's almost like you're half asleep, half awake, but you cannot move. You feel stuck. You feel like you're being held down, basically, okay? I always get it. Usually I fight up out of it. Usually I jump up out of it. Never seen nothing come towards me. And this particular day, I'm having sleep paralysis, and I see a man, okay? A man with no head, but has like a cowboy shaped hat on, with the rest of his body is like a donkey. So you ever heard of, like, you know, half man, half beast? That's kind of what I saw. At the edge of the bed, using its hooves to get at me on the bed. Okay? I cannot make this shit up. It traumatized me. This is the only time that I'm actually telling other people. This thing was coming at me with its hooves on the bed, and I felt like the bed was dragging down, and I felt like it was dragging down, and I'm just like, I'm trying to fight out of it. I'm trying to fight out of it, and I hear this person calling my name in the living room, but I can't move. But I can see it coming at me, and it looks angry. It's like, oh, like it looks mad. It looks mad. It's like it looked like it wanna, you know, drop kick me and shit. I'm fighting, and finally I kick and I jump up out of it, and lo and behold, as I kick out of it, it is my mom calling me. That's why she was calling me. My mom was calling me, and I got on the phone, heart racing and everything, and I'm like, hello? Hello? Yeah. No, I'm okay. I'm fine. She said, you coming home in the next 2 days. I said, bitch! I'm out of here. I'm out. We gone. No more of this bullshit. Okay? So I go to stay with another person until it was time for me to go home. And I didn't have no experience like that at this person's house. I was good money. You hear me? I was fine. I had no issues at this other person's house. This person's house that I was staying by those 3 times, for me to get experiences all those times, something is there, okay? And come to find out, okay, I have a family member who actually saw the same thing that I saw that was coming at me on that bed, on that person's land before. So that's how you know a bitch ain't crazy. Because when I told my mom about it, my mother was like, bitch, so-and-so saw that same thing too. And this was years ago. This was before I was even born, when this person saw that thing. So that's how you know a bitch ain't crazy. I'm not crazy. You know? Y'all may think I'm crazy, but a bitch ain't crazy, okay? I saw what I saw. I saw it. Like, I see you, see me, seeing you, and you're pulling down my bed. That's not okay. That's not alright. You don't pull on my bed. What the hell? Headless horseman, what are you doing here? Half man, half beast? What are you doing here? What are you trying to do, hurt me? Listen, I've never been back to that person's house ever again, and I'll probably never go back. Okay? Ain't no hard feelings towards that person whatsoever, because this happened a long time ago when I was young. However, you guys, paranormal experiences are no freaking joke. And some people think it's so funny. And they're like, oh, you're crazy, you're weird. Girl, I'm not weird. Honey, I'm not weird. I see what I see. Now, I have a lot more paranormal experiences that I want to share with you guys so bad, but I'm scared if I talk about it, it's gonna happen again. But I might get the courage to talk about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment and share and like this video, you guys. Oh my gosh. Yeah. You know? I'll catch you guys in the next video. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. I rebuke you. Okay? Nobody